if right now you want to put your foot behind your ear, okay, maybe some of you are very supple, but it might not be the first time you try that you're reaching. You need what? To train, right? So if you want to have a perfect, stable, peaceful meditation, it's also not the first time that you will reach it, because you need to train. But when you want your foot to be behind the ear, you know that it will take a little time, and you know that it is possible, so you will do it. Same with the mind, same with meditation. I can tell you without any mistake that you can meditate as soon as you have the will for, and as soon as you train and practice into it. Nobody I have ever met was lacking the possibility to meditate. When somebody tells me, I cannot meditate, well, too bad, you don't believe in it. If you don't believe that you can do something, you cannot do it, because you don't put all the strength and all the effort in order to reach it. For whatever reason you build in your own mind. Some people will say, oh, I cannot, my mind is special and specially disturbed, and it's out of my reach even to think about meditating. What kind of illusion that is? It's a built-up excuse to do not meditate, largely supported by the laziness of our mind. Yes, because to meditate well requires a little bit of effort, since we are used not to meditate. Suddenly we say, yes, I will meditate. It requires that we overcome our laziness, overcome our wish to do all kind of stupid and useless things instead of meditating. Right? Suddenly we say, now, self-discipline. The word self-discipline is scaring. Why? Because we like to do all kind of stupid and useless things instead of meditating. But if we decide to, and we say, okay, now let's be serious a little bit, and let's decide to have a time every day, twice a day, or more, that I will work on my mind. It's a work to stop bubbling in the head, because we are used to it. It's a work to tell ourselves, I can do it, because many times we don't have enough belief, enough strength to tell ourselves, yes, I can do it. But it's a work which is so much worth it, because after a little bit of training, it brings peace. First step towards happiness is peace. If you have a little bit of humor, sense of humor, that will help you. Because many times we find ourselves angry, and then we can look at it with a different angle, look at the reason for which we were angry, and that is funny. That is laughable. because it is so ridiculous. So you can look at it and you say, ha ha, I was angry for that. My God, how stupid can I be to fall in such trap? Okay, you replace my God by my Buddha. Let's change for the truth. Yeah? So I start again, rewind. My Buddha, I fell for such trap. You see, we can laugh about everything. Just have to turn the mind in this direction. Use your sense of humor for yourself. We are usually very quick to laugh at the others. Very quick to laugh at the mistakes of the others. How stupid he is. Right? Sometimes how stupid we are to fall into disturbed emotion for such silly reasons. Let's learn how to recognize that. And that already starts to make us more happy. Because we recognize the illusory nature of the disturbances of our mind. It's like in some dreams or nightmares. You are quietly walking in the field and suddenly there is a huge monster, scorpion, yeti, whatever, which appeared in front of you. Scared to death almost. Half heart attack. Why? If the nightmare continues, your fear continues. But it happens that at that moment we tell ourselves, this is not real. This is not happening. It cannot happen in this way. So wake up. And we do wake up in the dream. The dream goes on, but we are aware of it. And as we become aware of it, we take control over that dream. That monster might shrink into a mouse, and we say, well, that was all, actually. I have no more reason to be afraid of that little mouse than this fake, illusory, mind-made monster. And the dream goes well. In the same way, most of the time in our days, when we face a situation which seems to be as enormous as a monster or 3 meters high yeti, if we wake up ourselves and say, come on, this comes from your mind. You have accumulated the causes for it. You are observing outside a phenomena which in fact exists from within your own mind. Don't be afraid. Then you look at it in a different way. The mind gets peaceful, observes its own functioning. Instead of being in front of something terrifying, you start to breathe better. Your body as well relaxes, eliminates the adrenaline which has been generated a few seconds ago. And you go through the situation or the event with a pacified mind. What we have to keep in mind is that we have the choice. Since everything is coming out of our mind, not only what we perceive, but the way we react towards these perception. We can choose.